Hello, beautiful souls. This is Julie within the Heart Space, and we're here looking at your collective energy for me. Also, I have a couple announcements that I wanted to make before getting into the energy that everyone's going to feel in some degree, whether it's personally or if it's around you. This energy is going to just be around in the ether as the collective all month, all of me. But before we get into that, I wanted to just give a couple announcements that Patreon is a go, and so we do have patrons already signed up. So please go check that out. It is awesome. There's a lot of different tiers, a lot of different things that you can get, and as the amount goes up, you get more of it through the month. So I send you tarot cards, or we can do check-ins to make sure everything's going okay during the month. And if you can't afford that, that's okay. There's a $1 tier where you get all of the love readings. So the love readings will no longer be on YouTube. The only love reading that will be on YouTube is for the birthday month of that month. Also, I'm doing a promotion on Instant Go where you can get a free question from me answered via text on the Instant Go app. Go check out a video about the free promotion on Instant Go to find out how to do that. It's only the first subscribers get to use it, and it has to be people who are new to Instant Go. So if you're already part of Instant Go and already have gotten a reading, sorry. But if you haven't and you've been kind of inquisitive and wondering what happens, then go check out that video because you get a free reading with me. So go check that out. So let's call in the highest of light, the highest of energy to guide us on this reading, calling in the divine. What is the collective energy of me? What does a collective need to know for May? Okay, it just popped out like that. And it's actually 3. So we have life force, the snake. We have rainbow, forgiveness. And then we have the owl, awareness. Okay. Don't we need this every single month? Don't we need forgiveness, awareness, and life force every single month? Doesn't it feel that way? But this month, and you really focus on that individually for yourself, to keep yourself really solid, really strong, and also staying apt to what is happening around you. There's going to be a lot of shifts and changes happening this month. There's a lot of signs. I already did your monthly readings, and there's a lot of signs that are going to be doing some drastic shifts, some for really, really good, for the better, and some that are just transitional, that idea of the tower, the tower energy, things falling apart so it can begin anew. That's happening too. So really think of the life force within you, and with the snake too. The snake is a really misunderstood, creature. I personally, I'm not the fondest of snakes, and I should probably learn to accept them more. But the thing is, a snake is a snake is a snake. It doesn't pretend to be anything else except for what it is. It doesn't play possum and play dead. It doesn't, give you sweet little eyes to get more food. It's a snake. And if it's hungry, it'll eat. And if it's not, it won't. And if it thinks it's in danger, it will strike. All right, so that is something that we can take and also put into our awareness to stay very clear about who we are and how we react and act to others around us. Be true to yourself. In a way, be a snake. A snake is poisonous. A snake can strike. It's not a bad thing. That's simply who the snake is. If you don't want that to happen, then don't be around it. All right? But take those little nuggets of beauty from the snake of just being true to who it is. That's what happens. Now, with forgiveness, with the rainbow, for those who are struggling in just staying very clear with who we are and what you are, forgive yourself and forgive those around you. We're going through a lot. There's a lot of shifts. There's a lot of changes going on. Taurus season has been kind of crazy. We've got Chiron that just went into Aries. Holy cow. We've got some major planets in retrograde. Saturn's retrograde, Pluto's retrograde. So we're having to rethink, redo all of these aspects of ourselves. And we just got out of Mercury retrograde last month. So there's a lot of this energy that is still floating around of just reiterating what we know, relearning what we need to continue on. And so, just be a little gentle with yourself and with those around you. We're all going through it. We're all going through this antsy shift. Like I want it now. I want it to happen now, but it's not happening, right? It's not, because you still have some things that you need to plan and the things that you need to get together. This cosmic shift that is happening is going to take a couple years, my friends. This isn't going to just happen, and it's been going on for some time. And even though I just said like a couple of years, it's going to go way past that. So up in 2025, we are going through a ginormous energetic shift within our collective, and we are all part of it, and we're all feeding it. So are you going to feed it positively and be forgiving and aware of what's happening around you so that it's not a surprise to you when a snake appears in the grass, when there's a snake in the grass, where snakes are, right? So take all this in, and really get yourself smooth, get yourself secure and satisfied in some degree of like, okay, I got this. I know I'm not completely there, and I know there's still a lot of things that I need to redo, but I'm okay with that. I'm okay. I can add some patience to it, and I can forgive myself for wanting more right now when I know that I'm going to have the world at my fingertips if I just keep on path. So keep that up, and also just be loving. Be loving to everyone. Gosh, man, I have so many of my clients have come up and their hearts have been torn out of their chest. And I just want to reiterate that while you're walking through. And that doesn't mean be all googly and, let people walk over you. But like when you are saying something, even when it is in argument, even when it is in defiance, do it from a loving place. Have your foundation from there so that when you are speaking, it's your truth, but it's from a place that is good for you and for the people who hear. All right? So you don't have to agree with everything that's going on. Hell, most of this stuff, I'm like, are you kidding me? Did that just, really? What? How did that happen? What is going on with this world, right? But when I talk to others, even like when we feel that energy, it comes from a place of, I want to be better and I want you to be better so that we can rise up, so we can take our collective up higher. And the only way that's going to happen is if you come from that place of love, even in defiance, even in anger, even in confusion. Like, wait, I'm confused. Help me understand so I can move forward with you. See the difference between, oh, I'm confused. I don't get it. I give up. It must be stupid. What's that all about? No, stop that. Like, really, find your energy, find your life force, and let the life force flow through you in love, in honesty, in respect for you and those around you. And when that happens, that's when the real shift happens. That's when you can really shift into the gear that you need to go in. Is when you come from a foundation of love, of life force. Okay. So, if you want a personal reading, find me on Facebook, email me, go to my website, find me on Instago. Go look at that video so you can get a free reading and become a patron. Okay, let's move on to our readings. Hello, Aries. This is Julie with Into Heart Space, and we are looking at the energy of May. So I've already shuffled and splayed out the cards. So let's just get straight into it, calling in the highest of light, the highest of energy to guide us on this reading, calling in the divine. What messages does Aries need from me? Energy, what do they need to know from me? All right, so let's pull. Okay. All right, so let's see what we've got first. Okay, so we've got the Hierophant reversed, 3 of Cups, 9 of Pentacles, Strength, 3 of Pentacles. Let me move these up. And we have the King of Wands, the King of Pentacles reversed, the 4 of Wands, and then the 4 of Swords. Okay, So with the Hierophant reverse, I feel like, Aries, you're questioning what your belief system is, what it is that who you are and how you are portraying yourself to the world. And so how you're stepping out is in question. And it's not a negative thing. It's more of like a revamping, a resurrecting, like kind of like that shedding your snakeskin kind of feel, and like stepping into like who you truly are and finding your tribe, especially with the Three of Cups here. And once you do that, and once you realize that there's nothing wrong with doing that, with saying, you know what, this is who I am, I believe in myself, and I'm going to walk this, and I'm going to walk this path of mine heightened in a way, you're going to find so much more joy and happiness in your life. I feel like, Aries, that you have been trying to use barriers and boundaries. Like there's been so many things coming at you from different people, and it's been really hard for you to be yourself, because people have been placing so many different kinds of expectations on you and needs, and you have risen to each and every one of them and gotten it done, because you've strength right there, strength of of being able to be and do what you need to do. But it's at the cost of your own well-being. It's at the cost of your own soul, in a way. Not saying that you've sold your soul, it's just that you have exhausted yourself to a point where now you have to revamp and reiterate your truth. I feel like there's going to be one person who's going to help you, another person who isn't. The fire sign, so that's going to be a fellow Aries or Leo or Sagittarius, is here to help you and is here to say, hey, light your fire. Let's see who you are. Let's get this going. While the Pentacles, which is an earth sign, and this makes so much sense, earth signs are Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus, are saying, hey, let's be practical. Come on, let's, make sure you're doing what you need to. You promised all these things to all these people, and so now you need to follow through. Come on, let's see what you actually you said you would do, and what financially will be stable and what will be stable for you. And the way they're doing it is just such a Debbie Downer, and also it's not conducive to your path. They're trying to be helpful, they're trying to steer you in the right direction, but they don't know your direction. And so don't be mad at them for saying this, but just understand that they're seeing it from a completely different lens of who you are and what you need to be. I feel like for a lot of you that's actually going to be a partner. It's going to be a partner who's like, you know what? We have bills. Our kids need to go to soccer. We need to, our dog needs to get neutered, like all these things. And yes, you do, but you still need to find that grain of truth and run with it. Yeah, I definitely have this energy of like, just take a moment, Aries. Take a moment and recollect and see who you are. Remember who you are. And not saying that you get to, just leave your family, leave your trials and tribulations and move to an island and, build a hut. No, it's more of, okay, I'm going about this in a way that doesn't seem organic to me, and I'm going like through a robotic movement. And so that's what I really feel from you, Aries, is this like, okay, I'm just getting it done. Come on. Just set them up, knock them down. Set them up, knock it down. But then you're biting your tongue so much that it's about to fall off. All right? So if you need to say something, say it. If you need to do something that is true and honest and healthy for you, then do it. If it doesn't hurt others, if it doesn't, make sure it's in the parameters of health. But yeah, you need to do that, okay? Like it's going into too much into the martyr complex. And so to bring this all together, I'm going to pull from the Mother Wisdom deck. And I'm pulling from the Mother Wisdom deck since it's Mother's Day. And we all need some Mother Wisdom sometimes, and to pull from the Mother within even. So Sagratani, which is tolerance. Okay, so let's just look what is to be said. Okay, so this is a card of tolerance, and it is a card that honors the full range of humanness. So Gagatani teaches that all beings deserve respect. Legendary among Mongols, As Kublai Khan's mother, Sagratani, taught her son to rule with a kind and tolerant heart, affirming the rights of Christians, Muslims, Buddhists, and Confucians to peacefully coexist. She recognized that understanding prevails over force. When the sage ancestor appears, she directs you to open your mind and expand your love. A bringer together of East and West, she urges you to bridge the divisions that live within your soul, within your home, and within your world. As Pema Chodron said, if we learn to open our hearts, anyone, including the people who drive us crazy, can be a teacher. So this is very apt for what is going on with you, Aries, in that, give some tolerance to yourself too, okay? Like, give some space for you to be you. And then when people are trying to direct you into different directions, have patience, take a step back and say, not right now. Not right now. I see your point. I see what you want me to do, but this is what I need to do. And hold space for you as much as you are holding space for everyone else, Aries. It's very important right now. All right. If you would like a personal reading, find me on Facebook, email me, go to the website. Remember, listen to your heart and the body will follow. Until next time, much love, joy, and blessings.